cold. Hey guys, how's it going? Happy New Year's. Happy birthday. Sorry, wrong one. Happy New Year's. Hope everybody had a wonderful 2024. And even though it was absolute chaos, I'm pretty positive that everybody's going to be having a pretty wonderful 2025. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. So you guys may have noticed that I haven't been posting a lot very much lately. It's cold. It's cold and I'm a wimp. It's hard for me to get out here, get motivated to get out here when it's cold. I'm making a run down to the post office real quick, and then heading to the gym. And I had my car running, I had the heater going, and I'm like, man, I haven't said hi to the peeps on YouTube's in a while. So I'm taking one for the team. It's cold. Brr. I'm doing this for you. I'm just kidding. Anyways, I hope you guys have been having a good past couple months. Had a good holiday and a good Christmas and everything. For me, life's been a little bit busy. I'm not here to whine, I promise. It's been busy. We've had a few family members pass away, and been busy with that. Holiday season is always really busy for me at work. We've been putting in a lot of overtime. 60, 70 hour weeks. So having time to come out here and do this is pretty rare. But we are past the holidays now, so things are slowing down pretty significantly. I am getting a little bit more time to come out here, but now it's cold. I've always got something to complain about. Now it's cold and I don't want to do it. But that's okay. I figured it's a new year. I want to wish you guys a wonderful year. I also want to tell you guys that like you may have noticed, my uploads have been slowing down pretty significantly. I'll be honest, I've been getting kind of burnt out. I have been, and I think I've talked about this a couple times. For like the last year and a half or something like that. Before I had the 1,000 subs, I needed to grind, get the subs, and I was having a blast. I'm always having a blast doing this. I love being on the bike. But once I reached it, then the watch hours dropped pretty significantly. And so I had the sub requirement, but the watch hours dropped. And so I would grind and get the watch hours up. And I still haven't gotten there. And it's weird because I will like post and a video will do really good, and then for like one day the watch hours will go way up, and then the next day it goes back down, and then I'll post and it goes down and down and down. And I think I think I just got kind of burnt out because I was looking at that number, and so I need to stop looking at that number, honestly. My visor is fogging up right now, and I don't care because it's cold. I'm not lifting it. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, it's been a grind. I got kind of burnt out. I kind of slowed down, and because of that, this year I think I want to try to take a different approach to how I do things on here. I do want to keep. I gotta open this thing. I can't see. I do want to keep posting, obviously, because I enjoy being out here, and it's really good for me to clear my mind and stuff. Kind of helps me stay in a nice positive mindset. But it's gonna be probably a lot less frequent, and the reason for that is because I want to be able to maintain the longevity of this channel and keep doing this for the long term. And if I keep getting burnt out by trying to push it too hard, then I think it's going to be hard for me to I think eventually one of these times that burnout might be more permanent, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm taking care of my motivation, my mind, I should say, in terms of being out here riding and making videos. And again, like this process is really easy, and I'll always tell people and try to encourage people to maybe try something similar. It doesn't have to be on a motorcycle. You don't have to be vlogging things, but coming out here, recording something that you enjoy, and then going home and putting a little, you know, you don't have to put too much effort into preparing it on the computer. I don't do very much on the computer. Most of the time I just splice a couple pieces together and call it good. So it's not actually that difficult. It's definitely not a hard thing, unless you want to take a more professional approach and you have like 50 or 60 different tracks on your editing timeline, and you know, there's some ways you can make it difficult, that's for sure. It would be cool to be able to learn some of those things, because I don't really know too much, but yeah, so it's not like it's been difficult, but what's been difficult about it is balancing this with life and family and work and things like that for the extended period of time. And I think what I needed for a while is just take a step back and focus on my real life, because you know, I missed hanging out with some friends, and there's all sorts of things that I kind of have been missing out on, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I sincerely believe that if there's something that you are passionate about, or a goal that you want to achieve, you should always be just like, you know, just ruthless towards it, you know, just get it done, trying not to get distracted as much as possible. You know, it's definitely a mindset, and it's definitely like a habit that you have to build. But you know what, if you get burnt out, like, let yourself recover, because I think especially when there's not very much reward available yet, I think the burnout kind of, if you try to push through it becomes more permanent, and then if you completely stop, then everything you've done is a waste, right? So I think it's important to give yourself that time to nice, yeah buddy. So come on people, I was looking at the car. That's nice. All right. Anyways, yeah, so I think it's good to give yourself some time to recover, because then when you come back to it, you're gonna have a fresh mind. You're gonna be ready to rock and roll, ready to go. And I think that's more important, because then you'll perform better at it. So knowing when to take a step back, very important. Something I need to learn, because for the longest time I was getting burnt out, and I think I've talked about it quite a few times on this channel, and I was just I felt like I can't stop, I have to keep going. And then I think it led to me getting sick. I think it led to me getting frustrated, paying too much attention to numbers and things like that. So that's about it. But anyways, that's what's been going on here. I wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up of things I wanted to try to get done this year, because it is the season of goal making. By the way, all of the goals that I have, I've been working on outside, like before even January. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to wait until January to do it. I think you should do it as soon as you want to do it. But since we're here, let me deliver this package real quick, and then I'll get back to it, okay? Give me just a second. Vroom, 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 vroom. All right. Hold on a second, I'm fixing my strap. So I don't even remember what I was talking about, so it probably wasn't that important. But anyways, on a second note, some updates about things that happened. The city decided to, without really telling anybody, change the speed limit on this road here that I'm on right now. And you'll see it, because I'll go right past it. They didn't tell anybody. I've been living here my whole life. It has been like 30 forever, which honestly is a little slow for a highway. But it's been 30 for as long as I've lived here. And this year in October, from what I understand. They decided to change it to 20, but they didn't really make it very public. They didn't tell anybody anything about it. So the other day I was driving down here after work, going to the gym, going 30 miles an hour, and they put a camera up at one of these intersections. I got ticketed. At 31 miles an hour ticket cost me $165. And then I just saw an article today before coming out here. Actually, you guys will see it up here in a little bit, but I saw an article saying that this camera has ticketed 5,665 people. It's from October to December, 3 months, because they didn't tell anybody about it. They did some road work out here, and then they changed it to 20. And everybody who's been driving this street every day for the past 50 plus years has been going 30 forever. And in 3 months they made that change. 5,665 tickets, and mine was 11 miles an hour over. I was going 31. Here's the 20. I was going 31. So mine was like the absolute bare minimum ticket that you would get from it at 11 miles over. And mine was $165. If everybody was $165, it's like $937,000 that they have gotten from this light in 3 months. And this is the intersection right here. And it's the camera to my left. Well, it's behind this truck now, but that darn thing has netted the city almost, probably they weren't all minimum amounts, so probably over $1 million in 3 months. And that is so irritating, so irritating. Oh man. It's my first ever ticket, the first one I've ever gotten. You know, I try I try my best to follow the laws all the time, and I always encourage people to do the same, especially on bikes, you know, because your life's on the line. But 31 miles an hour, $165. And in the fact, I think the more irritating part is the fact that they didn't really warn anybody about it. They just did it. And you know that that's true because of how many times people have been ticketed through here. I mean, I'm pretty sure the first like week or so was probably every car that passed through this street or something, unless they actually pay attention like they're supposed to. I wasn't paying attention. It was 2 in the morning. I was the only car on the street. You know, I could have been doing like, you know, everybody else does and racing down there like 60 miles an hour, but I was thinking I was following the speed limit. That is what it is. Anyway, so hey, you guys, I know this is, like always, these are all over the place. I just wanted to check in, see how y'all are doing, say Happy New Year's to you guys. Some of the things I want to try to work on, like I said, I'm going to be doing probably less videos this year, and I'm sorry. I'm just trying to avoid getting burnt out, but most likely when the weather gets warm and sunny again, I'm probably just going to be right back out here doing my thing, because I love the warm weather, and riding a bike is like the best way to enjoy it, in my opinion. But that being said, a couple other things I want to try to do. I know I'm going to probably be saying goodbye to my Maserati. I've enjoyed driving it. It's been great, but I want to have a dirt bike. So I cannot carry a dirt bike in a Maserati. I don't think it works out that well. So I'm probably going to be getting myself a truck here eventually. I don't know when. So I would like to be getting a truck. I like to be getting a dirt bike. And then I would also like to be getting, what is it? A second street bike. I am sincerely considering the new R9 because I think it's cool. I think that it's pretty cool that they've got a larger displacement with that. I don't know if it's a V or if it's a twin. Okay, this guy's gonna let me go. I don't know if it's a V or if it's parallel, but It's definitely not an inline 4-cylinder anymore. But if that ever does happen, you know for sure you're gonna be seeing videos about it. And what else? I don't think I'm getting rid of this one. I think I'm just gonna have both. So that's that. Anyways, I gotta go, you guys. I'm here. Thank you all for being here. Happy New Year's, of course, again. And I hope you all have a wonderful year. It's gonna be a wonderful year. I think the next 4 years are gonna be dramatically different. And I think it's gonna be in a good way. But we'll see. We'll see. We might have all just got bamboozled. We'll find out. Anyways, God bless you guys. Thank you all for being here. And definitely looking forward to seeing you again. Bye.